Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. As hotel manager refutes racism, unfair dismissal allegations made by former worker. The management of S Hotel in Montego Bay, St. James, is rejecting allegations of racism and unfair dismissal made by a former worker. Matthew Radney, who was employed as a bartender, made the claims in a video recording of the ordeal, which has gone viral on social media platforms. Rodney alleged that he was dismissed on unfair grounds. Responding to Chris Issel of Griselda Enterprise, and Rodney has been with the hotel for 4 weeks and was on probation when he started fraternizing with guests. He said during orientation, Rodney was trained on the hotel's mantra of short and sweet, which meant that socializing with guests is not encouraged. However, it was reported that on the day he was asked to leave the property, he was seen prancing with trays on his head, putting on a show for 2 female guests while leaving the bar unattended. He was trying to impress the 2 guests, and I stood there at the bar watching him, said Issel, who noted that no one else was being served. In his video, Rodney said he was serving the guests and even gave one of the women something to help with her back. He insisted that he did not act in an unprofessional manner during his interaction with the guest and asserted that he was being treated unfairly. Rodney also took issue with how he was spoken to. Guests who were present during his recording of the ordeal expressed support for Rodney. In his expletive-laced tirade, he also accused the hotel's manager of racism and suggested that the owners are foreigners. However, Issel was born in Jamaica and attended school here, said he has never imported a manager for any of his properties. All our managers, including our general manager, are black Jamaicans, Issel declared, expressing surprise by the statement. After carefully reviewing reports regarding the incident that occurred at S Hotel Jamaica in Montego Bay on June 4, 2022, between team members, one of whom became disgruntled, which involved hotel guests, we are aware of a smear campaign spreading on social media posts recently, the company said in a post on its Instagram account. We shared this public statement denouncing these false accusations in which this former employee has made. He has sent his video to a blogger who continues to spread these vicious and harmful lies about our workforce, our team, and community, it added. S Hotel said it does not tolerate any form of discrimination or harassment against any of its employees or guests. We uphold our value in building a strong community culture of team members, and we are committed to our team, our guests, and community. 100% of our team members are Jamaican, and every one of our employees are the backbone of our businesses, delivering unparalleled, excellent service, the very essence for which we are highly recognized. Accompong Maroons file lawsuit against Jamaican government. The Accompong Maroons have filed a lawsuit in the Supreme Court against the government of Jamaica and the Jamaica National Heritage Trust, Chief Richard Curry disclosed on Sunday. The Accompong Maroons and the Jamaican government have been at odds over recent months, stemming mainly from disputes over the boundaries of the cockpit country, the Accompong Maroons' ancestral lands, and the question of Maroon sovereignty with the Jamaican state, something which was raised by Curry last year. After a number of half-raising incidents, including sharp and direct verbal bars between Curry and Prime Minister Andrew Holness, the matter seemingly died down, with Curry being less vocal on the matter for some time now. But that was apparent only up to recently, based on a statement from Curry on Sunday. In this era of time, under the leadership of the newly democratic leader, myself, the Maroons seek to defend the land again. We have filed a lawsuit against the government of Jamaica and the Jamaica National Heritage Trust, Curry declared in a video that was posted on his official Instagram account. According to Curry, the lawsuit was filed on May 6, 2022, and outlines redress for a declaration of title under the Registration of Title Acts without prejudice to Maroon sovereignty. The suit also outlines a claim of violations of what is described as constitutionally protected rights to private property, the observations of political doctrines, and trespass on the Maroons' estate, which Curry alleged has been unlawfully permitted by the government of Jamaica to be mined. He asserted that the lawsuit will show that the Treaty of the 1738 between the Maroons and the then British colonial authorities, which gave the Maroons sovereignty over their land, remains in effect with the Jamaican Constitution in 1962. We've gotten to this point because we realize that the doors keep closing. There are things happening here on the ground in a compound that you might not know. There have been threats made to my life. There have been attempts made to subvert the council. There have been many things happening behind closed doors that you may not be privileged of, Corey claimed. What I fear is that things are taking a direction quite opposite, in the direction of progress, and it is therefore the intention of the people to make their intentions known to the wider society, to the government of Jamaica, and to the world, said Corey. He stated that the Accompong Maroons have assembled a legal team which includes Isant Buchanan, Charles Gang Singh, and Alexandra Labiche, along with the consultations from Bert Samuels and international attorneys, as well as the Maroon ambassadors, Anu Tafari Zan El. The first hearing date for court is set for July 12, 2022, Corey said on Sunday. Jamaica welcomes more than 1 million visitors as the local tourism continues strong rebound, says Bartlett. Jamaica has welcomed more than 1 million visitors to the island as at the end of May, in the sign that Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says shows that the industry continues to rebound rapidly from the COVID-19 pandemic. Arrivals figures from the Jamaica Tourism Board, JTB, signal that the sector is providing its resilience and a return to pre-pandemic performance is on the horizon. At the end of May, we surpassed the 1 million visitor mark for this year, and we are well on our way to achieving our 2022 projections of total visitors arrival of 3.2 million and total revenue of US $3.3 billion, Bartlett shared. He was speaking last Wednesday as he closed the 2022-2023 sectoral debate in the House of Representatives. He explained that the arrival figures at the end of May included both group passengers and stopover arrivals, but noted that stopovers were slated to hit the 1 million mark on Thursday last, with the 1 millionth passenger arriving at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay. Looking to the future, and upbeat Bartlett said, if we intend to maintain this positive momentum, if we intend to realize our 2024 projections of 4.5 million visitors, arrivals, and US $4.7 billion in gross foreign exchange revenues, then we must lay the groundwork for a strong comeback. We are already seeing excellent signs of recovery as the tourism industry continues to drive Jamaica's post-COVID-19 economic recovery, the minister added. Bartlett pointed to the Planning Institute of Jamaica's PIOJ's latest economic performance update for January to March, which show that the real value added for hotels and restaurants increased by an estimated 105.7%. The PIOJ also outlined that the industry continues to benefit from increased travel in light of the relaxation of previously implemented COVID-19 containment measures, said Bartlett. He pointed to preliminary data which revealed that stopover arrivals increased by 230.1% to 475,805 visitors, while cruise passengers arrival totaled 99,798 when compared to the same period last year. Based on the PIOJ's data for January to February 2022, total visitor expenditure increased to US $485.6 million when compared to US $169.2 million in the corresponding period in 2021. Laying the groundwork needed to ensure that this kind of robust recovery continues is the idea behind the recently highly successful phase of our global market blitz, where I lead a high-level tourism team to the United Kingdom, the United States, and then Dubai to explore investments and airlift opportunities and bolster tourism travel to Jamaica, said Bartlett. 14 million upgrade completed at Clarkston Market in Trelawney. More than 50 vendors are expected to occupy the newly refurbished Clarkston Market shops in Trelawney. The 5-shop building, which also includes showers in the rest area, was constructed at a cost of $14 million in a project spearheaded by the Trelawney Municipal Corporation through funding from the ministry. The initiative formed part of the multi-phase redevelopment project of the Clarkston Market and Transportation Center. The new facility was officially opened last week Thursday. During his address at the ceremony, Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie urged the community to protect the infrastructure as they will be responsible for its use and operation. This government of Prime Minister Andrew Holness recognizes that vending in our markets plays a critical role in the development of the country, and quite a number of Jamaicans, especially in rural Jamaica, depend on the market for their survival, said McKenzie. So the opening of this market is a clear indication of the commitment of the government, he added. McKenzie noted that this final phase of the initiative also included the rehabilitation and construction of the market building. We put on a new roof, upgraded the electrical works, repaired the stalls, repaired the meat market and the columns. We erected 9 new stalls. We did a number of things to upgrade the facilities here at Clarkston Market, he explained. He pointed out that Phase 1 of the project was carried out some years ago when approximately $6.5 million was spent on works that included concrete surfacing, the erection of signs, installation of benches, bus sheds, and more. Additionally, he said follow-up work was undertaken for another $2.5 million to put in place a security booth, office building, the construction of a drainage system, and extensive repairs to the public sanitary facility. Resident Marcia Simi told reporters that the new shops and overall upgrade of the market are a boost to the people of Clarkston as a whole. Right now, it will benefit the people a lot. To the situation and how it works now, it is a good upliftment for the people. My daughter works here as well, so it is a good outcome, she noted. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.